Thanks for tuning in to tonight's race on Turn 3 Network. We are Little Tate's Cupcakes, located in Owensboro, Kentucky. We specialize in cakes, cupcakes, cakesicles, and cookies. Make sure to check us out on Facebook and Instagram and enjoy tonight's race. Go number 5.
Well, hello and welcome back once again, ladies and gentlemen. Another great Tuesday night Superior Class Auto Racing presented by Mug Root Beer here live on Turn 3 Racing Network. It's season number 2, race number 2, the High Roller 200 here from Las Vegas Motor Speedway. 134 laps around this 1.5 mile oval. Drivers out there on track right now. Final few minutes of happy hour, so multiple drivers out there shaking down their vehicles, trying to get everything they can out of them and get ready to go qualifying. But before we do, let's go ahead and show you how the points summed up after Daytona last week. There you see it, Case and Plot on top of the leaderboard. 2 weeks ago at Daytona, not last week's race winner, Case and Plot, getting the job done down there in Daytona. John Blue with a great finish in second in Daytona. Justin Napier, Bobby Hamilton Jr. just right there. Tommy D'Angelo, so very close points battle. Travis Smith, rookie this year in the series, right there finishing in the 6th spot. So a lot of stuff yet to be settled so far, as we're only on race number 2 here, so a long way to go in the season. And I tell you what, let's take a look at our speed charts right now as far as happy hour is concerned, and it looks like Channing Ballou sitting on top of the speed charts. Will Jones right there in second, and Hunter Kent sitting in third. Case and Plot, Daytona's race winner, sitting in the 4th spot. Travis Smith right there again, top 5 here in happy hour. So I tell you what, let's see if I can't see any type of packs out there. Looks like we may have 1 or 2 drivers out there pretty close with each other. So let's take a look out there, see what we see on track going on as these final few minutes are, closing in on us. I mean, they're going away, they're counting off. I can't wait to get back green flag racing. I know these drivers here at Superior Class Auto Racing can't wait to get things fired back off. Every other week racing here in Superior Class Auto Racing, so the drivers have some time to study the next track, get some more laps turned, get the feel of the car. So it's always very competitive as far as who can squeeze out a 10th or 2 here for their fastest lap. A lot of drivers simulate and do mock qualifying runs quite often here in the Superior Class Auto Racing, so qualifying is going to be frantic and hectic for sure. And yeah, man, I can't wait. Screen watching Colt Ansley and Steve Murdoch as they work their way off of 4 back through the tri-oval to the line. Good to see some side-by-side action here. Some drivers not afraid to mix it up in the closing stages of happy hour, making sure they know what their cars are going to do and how they're going to handle within the certain aero situations they're going to find themselves in race. So really good stuff to see right there. And I tell you what, got about 2.5 minutes left remaining here in happy hour, so we're going to go ahead and get rid of a few things for you. Get rid of that pesky little countdown. We'll see who else is out there on track, see who else we can't go right around for a few laps with. Alan Dufries along with a handful of other drivers there. You see Mark Truxell sitting on pit road as well. David Bradford, your season champion last year, getting the job done at Homestead, sitting on pit road as well. Hunter Kent, Channing Ballou, all just sitting, hanging out there at the end of pit road. Bobby Hamilton Jr. also just kind of hanging out on pit road, so we'll jump back on track with Jeff Napier as he makes his way off of turn 2 down the back stretch, getting in just a handful more laps as we've only got about a minute and a half left here in happy hour before we head on down track side for qualifying action to get your grid set for tonight's High Roller 200 here from Las Vegas Motor Speedway, live on Turn 3 Racing Network. And I tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, it's going to be one heck of a show here tonight. I can guarantee it. Got a few drivers out there that look very, very fast, and the time is very, very close between those drivers. So this has got the makings of something serious. Drivers hitting pit road now, so we're going to break away. Take an overview of the track for just a brief moment in the final few seconds here. There you see the layout of the track, 1.5 miles, obviously 4 turns here. There you can see what the wind and track temperature is right now, 87. A lot of grip out there on that track. This is going to be a very, very fast track if that track temp does not rise. Usually you see faster temperatures with colder tracks, more grip level in the tires. The drivers are able to drive it off in the corners a lot deeper, get on the gas a little bit sooner, stay on it a little bit longer, and speed is in the track, whether there's a cloud or not. And here with Dynamic Sky and iRacing, those clouds, they do come into effect. And, well, just like that, there you see a yellow flag flies on happy hour, and we are green flag for qualifying here for Superior Class Auto Racing's High Roller 200 at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Looks like Colt Ansley has decided to jump out on track, so we'll look at him. Will Jones also jumping out on track. 33 of Brian Mescal Jr., Hayes Booth, Jeff Napier, Cameron Hagman, all on track trying to put down their qualifying lap. So tell you what, we'll jump on board here with Jeff Napier as he's making his way off of pit road as well. There you see both of those drivers right with each other. Travis Smith hanging out at the end of pit road. My goodness, there is a ton of action on track already here in qualifying. Early here in qualifying for Superior Class Auto Racing, presented by Mug Root Beer. The 40 of Jeff Napier crosses the line to begin his first time lap, so we'll show you his qualifying and the way it's shaking out, the way it all looks. Keeping our eye on a lot of other drivers that are out there on track. Hayes Booth has started his timed lap. Travis Smith also beginning his qualifying run as Napier comes off of 4 back across the line. That time only good enough for second. We'll put your qualifying order on screen for you. There you see, so you can track it just as we do. We're going to go ahead now and jump up here with the 4 of Brian Mescal Jr. Looks like he's actually shutting it down, not taking a second lap. Brian Littleton in the 80. Oh, very close to that wall. Getting into turn number 1. He slots in third in his first time lap. This is his second one. Will Jones sitting on provisional pole right now with just a little bit more than 2.5 minutes remaining here in qualifying for Superior Class Auto Racing, presented by Mug Root Beer. Yadi of Brian Littleton takes his second time lap and only improves to 6th position, so not taking over Will Jones just yet. Cameron Hagman sitting at the end of pit road. Hunter Kent also hanging out at the end of pit road. Channing Ballou on a flyer right now. We'll check in with him as he makes his way around the track, not looking like anybody else is going out there for a time lapse, so we'll ride here with Channing as he makes both of his timed laps in his first Horizon Ford Mustang. And, well, that thing's actually kind of pretty to be a Mustang. I'll have to give it to you there, Channing. Will Jones still sitting on the provisional pole with a 29.974. Very, very fast lap. What can Channing do? Can he get there? No, he can't. Only 11th on his first timed lap. See if he can pull anything out of it. It's got to pick up about a half a second. Not sure he's going to have enough time. Mark Truxell in the 5. He begins his timed lap. Bobby Hamilton Jr. also out on track. Alan Dufries will hang here with Ballou for just a few moments as he crosses the line. We'll see where he shakes out and then jump back here with Mark Truxell. Second for Ballou. Mark Truxell not turned his timed lap just yet. Gonna be very close to even fitting it in here tonight. Bobby Hamilton Jr. also in the same boat. There you see Bobby crossing the line, beginning his timed lap. Good enough for 12th position that time by Mark Truxell. Ooh, man, it's going to be very, very close, and we're going to be very close to having to head down trackside for our national anthem. So we will have to keep an eye on this as the guys finish their timed laps. We'll let you know what happens, but we're going to step away for just a brief moment, head on trackside for the singing of our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly wailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rackets regular, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we begin to get this field set. Things are going to get fired off here just momentarily. So we're going to run through your starting order for you here tonight. Row number 1, taking the pole as we were stepping away, the 19 of Kason Plott. Just to his outside, starting row number 1, the 46 of David Bradford. Row number 2 here today, the 56 of Will Jones, followed by the 7 of Hunter Kent. Row number 3, the 88 of Channing Blue and the 2 of Hayes Booth. Row number 4, the 9 of Travis Smith and the 53 of Steve Murdoch. Row number 5, the 71 of Alan Dufries and the 40 of Jeff Napier. Row number 6, the 54 of Justin Napier and the 80 of Brian Littleton. Row number 7, the 5 of Mark Truxell and the 86 of Colt Ansley. Row number 8, the 25 of Bobby Hamilton Jr. and the 23 of Mickey Spear. Row number 9, the 33 of Brian Mescal Jr. and the 78 of J.D. Baker. Row number 10, the 55 of Cameron Hagman and the 83 of Jason Spear. Row number 11, the 32 of Daryl Spear, and that's going to round out your field for today's race. Pace car is down and away. We are set to go green flag racing here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway, and we're back racing for Superior Class Auto Racing's High Roller 200 here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway, down into turn number 1. Still side by side for the race lead. The 19 of Kason Plott now has the advantage coming off of turn number 2. Down the back stretch, field in tow. Plott has things, well, pretty much in hand. Looks like the 88 of Channing Blue now digging on the inside, trying to take the position away from the 46 of David Bradford. Hunter Kent right there. Travis Smith as well right there behind these gentlemen waiting in the wings. The 2 of Hayes Booth. Rest of the field looks like they're beginning to stretch themselves out. Whoa! Kason Plott. Big moment there with Bradford. Bradford way down on the apron. Everything seems to be smoothed out. Everybody's down and away from here. Side by side battle back through the field. That is a battle for 4th and 5th position. The 2 of Hayes Booth with the 9 of Travis Smith in tow. Little bit of a gap back, and you can find David Bradford, Alan Dufries, and Justin Napier mixing it up just behind them. Another gaggle of cars as Mark Truxell, Bobby Hamilton Jr., Brian Littleton all back there battling for position on track, and this has been a very, very frantic start. You can just look at the cars. They are absolutely everywhere as we've got a battle up front for your race lead. Channing Blue taking that last lap. He works his way down the back stretch, leading the field. Oh my goodness, things are just happening very quick here today at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Rest of the field looks like it's beginning to sort themselves out. That's from about 9th on back. Mark Truxell leading that pack of cars as Channing Blue down on the inside trying to defend the position from Kason Plott, digging on the outside off of 2. Still side by side are R1 and 2 off of turn number 4 through the trioval, looking 3 wide. Hayes Booth there for a moment, thought about it, thought better of it, falls back in line, running 3rd. Second car inside the lane just behind Channing Blue, who is still trying to get the job done but can't quite pass that fast 19 of Kason Plott, now ducking to the bottom. He's going to maintain the lead without any problems. Field now looking like it's starting to sort itself on out. Your top 5 now running nose and tail off of turn number 2, looking down the back stretch. Will anybody step out? Doesn't look like it so far, so looks like the field beginning to settle on in. We'll take a look a little further back through the field here as Brian Littleton trying to dig on the bottom in that Michelob Ultra chromed out Michelob Ultra Chevy ZL1 Camaro, and I tell you what, that thing surely is sharp. I like it. J.D. Baker and his 78 machine just in front of him. Then you see the 33 of Brian Muskell Jr., Colt Ansley, Bobby Hamilton Jr. That is all the way up to the 10th position, all fighting right there with each other. Meanwhile, up at the front, Hayes Booth now dealing with Travis Smith, as Smith trying to take away that 3rd position. Now looking to the inside, Hunter Kent looking like he was going to go with him for a second. Now Smith stuck on the bottom by himself. Can he make the pass? Can he make it work down there on the bottom after running so hard on those tires at the beginning of the run? Hayes doing a great job maintaining the position. A little bit of connection issues there for Hayes, so we'll focus on another car. Travis Smith running in the 4th position, trying to get the job done. And I tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, well, while we got a chance, why not? Let's go on and, well, you know what it is. You know what time it is. Let's turn it up. For some racing. Man, I don't know what to tell you. I really don't. Still working under green flag conditions, lap number 14 at a 134 schedule in tonight's race distance, the official race distance. Oh, a big block there. Looked like a little bit of a moment, maybe not quite a big block, but a little bit of an issue there. Fighting over real estate. The 9 of Travis Smith now digging on the inside of that 88 of Channing Ballou. Can he make the pass? Not quite going to get it done just yet. Hunter Kent right there with the 88 down into turn number 1. Travis Smith not having to deal with just 1 but 2. Almost 3 wide now. Down the back stretch, thinking better of it, getting a run once again on the inside. There you see Channing Ballou. Oh, those drivers almost touch in the center of 3 and 4. Oh, big move off of, and Channing Ballou into Hunter Kent. They're going to stay on the gas. They're going to stay in it. Oh, my goodness. Ballou up in front of the field. Everybody stays straight. I have no idea how the field stayed straight through that, but holy jeez, what a big time moment there. Travis Smith able to keep the car straight. Channing Ballou, Hunter Kent down through the grass, able to keep their car straight. Man, that was one heck of a display of driving skills. If you don't know what it's like trying to save one of these things, then you just, you'd be amazed at why I'm amazed. Anyways, Kason Plott, driver of the 19 machine, your race leader, out well and away in front of the field. 1.3 second gap back to the second place runner, Travis Smith. So while all that was happening, Kason stepped on out, liking what he was seeing with those drivers fighting in his rear view mirror, and he still has a 3-car battle that he can see in his rear view mirror, and that is exactly what he would like to see running in the second position. Right now in the high roller 200 here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway, Travis Smith now sitting in the second position. For now, I say, because David Bradford running in third, Hayes Booth running in fourth. The 2 machine all right there looking at trying to take away that second position in the 71 of Alan DeFries. He's right there as well, running in the 5th position. That yellow Hertz Chevy ZL1 Camaro looking nice out there just behind this trio of drivers battling for the second spot. Your top 5 all still within 2 seconds of each other, so plot hasn't quite just checked on out yet. These drivers aren't careful. He may just do that. Man on the move right now, Mark Truxell and his 5 machine making up a lot of ground, making up a lot of time as these 4 drivers battle in front of him. Hunter Kent, after making an amazing save, running in the 7th position right now. 8th spot goes to Justin Napier. Brian Misko Jr. moving up through the field now in the 9th spot. And Colt Ansley will round out your top 10. Another battle a little bit further through the field. That is the 78 of Jason Spear, Cameron Hagman, Steve Murdoch, all right there battling with each other. Channing Balloon, there you see him in that 88 First Horizons Ford Mustang. Was up there running towards the front, had a little bit of an issue, went through the grass. He has found himself behind the 8 ball a little bit, running now in the 17th position. All 21 drivers still out on track, but we have only got 20 cars left on the lead lap. Mickey Spear being the first car scored 1 lap down. Nothing really going on up at the front. Your race leader now with a 2.3 second race lead over David Bradford and Hayes Booth. Travis Smith has since dropped 2 positions, now running in the 4th spot, but Alan DeFries right there on his bumper threatening to take the position, and Mark Truxell is trying to put his name up in the mix, running now in the 6th position, but looking for possibly 4th, 5th. Allen yielding the position to Mark Truxell, as Truxell has caught this group rather fast, so maybe just getting out of the way, maybe wanting to learn, maybe wanting to watch what Truxell's doing, possibly pick up something that Allen can use a little later on in this race. And I tell you what, let's go ahead with one of our onboard cameras here with Alan DeFries as he makes his way around the track just behind that 5 of Mark Truxell. Able to hang with Truxell for the last few laps. There you see Truxell seems to get into turn number 3 just a little bit better. Now back digging on the inside once again, trying to head back towards the front. Travis Smith down there right near the grass trying to make a pass on Hayes Booth. Not sure if he's going to be able to get the job done. No, Booth shuts the door. But Alan DeFries now trying to look back inside of Mark Truxell. Truxell looking to the inside of Smith. This this is a great little 3-4 car battle that we've got going on here, and that is for the third position, because David Bradford in the 46 machine, there you see him just off in the foreground, has stepped away from this trio of drivers trying to battle for position. Putting 1.2 seconds in between himself and this pack, but he has still got to pick up another 2.2 seconds if he wants to pick up race leader. Kason Plott still leading the field now for 26 laps as we begin lap 28 out of 100, lap 29 I should say now, out of 134, 106 laps still left to go here, and Dufries with a moment. He is down on the apron, giving up a lot of ground. We stay green flag racing, so not quite sure what that was all about. Mark Truxell now running in the fourth position, still fighting with Hayes Booth, Hunter Kent, and Travis Smith. Watching these four cars work their way back across the stripe one more time. Travis Smith running in the third position in the 9 machine. Mark Truxell right there behind him in his 5. The 2 on Hayes Booth running in 5th, and Hunter Kent right there in the 7 machine running in 6th. And looky here. Brian Littleton has made his way up inside the top 10. Great run so far by Littleton. I tell you what, let's go back here, do a little in-race focus, because that is one heck of a run there for Brian Littleton to come up and be running in the 7th position right now. So let's give you a little information there. You see it started all the way back in the 12th position, and now running in 7th is Brian Littleton. So heck of a job by him. Another driver with a great drive so far. There you see Bobby Hamilton picking up 4 positions so far. Brian Mescal Jr. in his 33 machine also picking up a handful of laps. So a lot of drivers with some good stories so far. Very early in the race though, still a very, very long way to go before things get sorted out. Front of the field starting to get themselves sorted out. Travis Smith still having to deal with the 5 of Mark Truxell right on his gearbox. Will rejoin this battle here on track. Truxell now looking to the inside, down and away he goes through turn number 3 and 4. Back to the stripe, put Truxell into 3rd, and will that be what he needs to try to run down Bradford in Plott, as Plott is now almost 5.5 seconds away. Big battle just behind them as Hunter Kent, Hayes Booth, and Brian Littleton, those 3 drivers are starting to mix it up. Brian Mescal Jr. just behind them. 80's looking to the bottom. The 2 stays to the top. The 7 of Plott goes all the, not Plott, I'm sorry. I don't know why I keep wanting to call. I keep wanting to call Hunter Kent Kason Plott for some reason. I don't know why. I think the 7 just goes with Kason's name for some reason. I don't know. That's all I got for an excuse. That's all I got. These 4 drivers settling down just for a brief moment. Colt Ansley looking out of his windshield. just a few tenths off of this four-car battle. And now Travis Smith looking back to the inside of Mark Truxell, just in front of this four-car battle to try to retake the third spot. Brian Littleton utilizing the outside lane down into turn number 3. That's gonna leave Hunter Kent stuck down there on the bottom. Brian Mescal Jr. is in tow. Colt Ansley has now closed the distance and is right there with this pack. Brian Littleton finally able to make the pass on Hunter Kent, put Littleton up to 5th. Mescal Jr. now looking to follow through. Can the 7 keep the 33, I should say, rather, behind him? 88 up Channing Blue, slowly starting to make his way back through the field. Fell all the way back to 17th, now running in the 14th position. The 33 of Mescal Jr. down and away and around Hunter Kent and Hayes Booth. They're going to fall to 7th and 8th. Put Littleton and Mescal Jr. to 5th and 6th as they continue to try to march up through the field. Give credit where credit is due, ladies and gentlemen. This man right here on screen, well and away from the field, 3.4 seconds in front of the field, is this fast Ford Mustang for Case and Plot. He is getting the job done. Talk about momentum, ladies and gentlemen. Last race winner down in Daytona. Plot walked away with the first win for season number 2. Set himself up very nicely for the chase in the championship. And can he carry that momentum all the way over here to race number 2? All the way across the country, basically, out here in Las Vegas. Field still under green flag conditions. Lap 42 out of 134 for tonight's scheduled race distance. 93 laps remaining as we stay green flag racing. Your race leader, Case and Plot, out to a 3.5 second race lead over David Bradford. Mark Truxell another 4.2 seconds back from there. Travis Smith right there on Truxell's tailgate. So we'll move right up here to this battle because look here, Brian Littleton in that 33 just behind Littleton have made their way up to these two drivers as they continue to make this battle rage on in last. It has been going on 5, 6, 7 laps or more. Travis Smith yielding the positions, going to let the faster machines through the 80 of Brian Littleton and that 33 of Brian Mescal Jr. are on an absolute tear up through the field here late in the run, late on these tires, and that's something maybe some of these competitors are going to be taking a look at. It looks like the 80 and the 33 are very, very strong on the long run. Little bit of a moment, blink right there for the 80. As the Dirty Mo Chevy ZL1 Camaro of Brian Mescal Jr. hangs out in the outside lane, letting the things calm down there on the inside with Brian Littleton as he continues to have some connection issues, blinking here and there. Travis Smith right there running behind him now opts to go back to the high line. We are still under green flag racing though. Brian Mescal Jr. now looking to the inside of Truxell. Through 3 and 4, down on the bottom, digging is that Dirty Mo ZL1 Camaro, and he makes the pass work coming through the tri-oval. Truxell and his Little Tate's Cupcakes Chevy ZL1 Camaro not able to keep the hard-charging 33 of Mescal Jr. behind him. Gonna look back through the field, do have a few other battles raging on. This battle right here, 9th and 10th. That is Jason Spear and Alan Dufries, those two drivers trying to see who's going to finish where so far if the race were to end right now. Driver of the 83. I believe that is a Verizon machine out there. If I am seeing correctly, which I am. I haven't seen a Verizon paint job in a very long time. Hats off there, Mr. Spear, for bringing something back. Here you see that familiar black and yellow Hertz Chevy ZL1 Camaro driven by Alan Dufries. You've seen it on track in the hands of Chase Elliott. So nice, sharp looking ride right there. Bobby Hamilton Jr. slowly starting to close the gap in on Justin Napier just in front of him. That will be a battle for 12th and 13th position on track. Channing Blue in his 88 machine sitting in 14th. There you see him off of turn 2. He's got Darrell Spear breathing down his neck. And as we get closer to lap number 50, gonna do a little bit of house cleaning here tonight. 21 drivers took to the grid. We still have 20 drivers running on track. 16 left on the lead lap as your race leader, Kason Plott, has absolutely been on a tear this first green flag run. Steve Murdoch and his 53 machine being scored as the first car one lap down. We are watching Bobby Hamilton Jr. and Justin Napier. They battle it out for 12th and 13th on track. We do have a few other battles going on at the moment, so we'll take a look around here for just a brief moment. Looks like Mark Truxell, Brian Littleton, Travis Smith, those three drivers, they're mixing it up near the front now. Alan Dufries, and caution comes out. Caution on track. Looking to see what I see, and I am not seeing anything here. Everything looks to be okay, and I believe that may have been stage number 1. I believe that may have been a stage caution there. We'll have to wait and try to get confirmation somehow, some way, but I believe that is a stage caution. No driver incidents. So we'll jump up here with our race leader, Kason Plott, as he catches up to the pace car field. Will slowly gather themselves back up, come down pit road, get some fresh tires, and they will have at it. So we'll wait to see how these drivers shake out when they come off of pit road. Looks like Steve Murdoch will receive the lucky dog, but will anybody stay out? I don't think they can or should because of the fuel. So that's still going to leave Jeff Napier, Hayes Booth, and Mickey Spear one lap down. In his box very easily. Hunter Kent getting into his box. Channing Blue into his box. Alan Dufries, not sure what happened with Dufries. As he came down pit road but did not stop in his box. Kason Plott winning the race off of pit road for drivers that took 4 tires. Very interesting that Dufries didn't get any tires or anything, so we'll have to check that out here in just a brief moment. But while we have a quick moment Tell you what, we're going to step away for just a second. Don't go anywhere. You won't miss any of the racing action. We'll be back right here live on Turn 3 Racing Network.
Thanks for tuning in to tonight's race on. We are Little Tate's Cupcakes, located in Owensboro, Kentucky. We specialize in cakes, cupcakes, cakesicles, and cookies. Make sure to check us out on Facebook and Instagram and enjoy tonight's race. Go number 5.
Growing up as a kid in Oklahoma, where I'm from, the Chili Bowl is the biggest race that we have. The Chili Bowl has kind of been my favorite race of the year. Growing up a dirt racer in Oklahoma, that's kind of the holy grail.
And just like that, we are back. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for staying with us. As always, from myself and everybody else at Turn 3 Racing Network, thank you for joining us each and every time you do. Stage number 1 in the books here tonight for Superior Class Auto Racing. And we will have stage number 2. At lap 100. So these drivers going to get another reset and a go at it. Case and Plot going to bring the field back to the start-finish line. Down there on the inside lane, looks like the pace car going to duck off as it comes around this time by, and will get set to go back. Green flag racing once again. Field at the restart box. Plot in the gas, and the green flag waves once again here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Digging down on the bottom is Plot as Bradford just to his outside. Now clearing, going then into turn number 1. Brian Mescal Jr. trying to maintain that third position. Mark Truxell right there just behind him. Colt Ansley, Travis Smith, Jason Spear. We have got a gaggle of cars right here. About 6th on back. There is a ton of cars as Bradford now digging on the bottom, trying to make the pass on Plot. He's going to make it work at the line. Give a lap to Bradford in his 46 machine. Bradford able to make the pass, Dick, able to make it work, but now looking back to the bottom is the 19 of Case and Plot. We're going to stick back here as we still have a ton of cars battling with each other. Case and Plot, your race leader, possibly at the line once again, able to make the pass. Around the 46 he goes. Now the 46 looking for the crossover, going back into turn number 1. These drivers half of a lane off of each other, coming off of 2 back down the backstretch. through the center of 3 and 4. Truxell digging on the bottom in his 5 car, and away he goes down and around the 33, no problems. Move Truxell to 3rd. Battle still raging on 5th, 6th, 7th. Hunter Kent, Travis Smith, Colt Ansley, all of those drivers, they have their hands full with each other. Alan Dufries, Cameron Hagman, they're battling with each other. Jason Spear, Channing Blue, right there, 9th and 10th. My goodness, battles all over the track. We're going to stay up here as your race leader, Kason Plott, tries to get away from Bradford, but Bradford is having none of it. To the stripe one more time to lead yet another lap, make it 58 laps out of the 61 here so far that Kason Plott has led, but Mark Truxell now digging, trying to get the job done. David Bradford with a big issue. He is now losing some ground. Gave up a lot of time through that last corner. Maybe Bradford with some tire issues, pushing the envelope a little bit early here with Plott. Looks like Truxell's going to try his luck up there, digging on the inside lane now, looking for the race lead in 1 and 2. Not able to get it done back down the back stretch. He's going to get a little bit of help out of the 33, but not able to get back to the rear bumper of that 19 of Plott. Whole lot of cars still trying to jockey for position. Channing Blue, David Bradford, Colt Ansley, Hagman, Spear, Hamilton Jr., DeFries, Napier, Littleton, Murdoch. All of those drivers within about 1 second of each other. I mean, they are all over each other back through the field. Plott gonna have to be careful coming across the nose of Truxell like that through the tri-oval, getting back to turn number 1. Truxell could defend that a little bit more aggressively, and it could end up bad for that 19 of Plott. So keep that in mind, ladies and gentlemen. You can only chop and juke and jive so much before a driver stops giving you the opportunity. And I want to take a moment and showcase our driver really fast here. Where did he come from? Where did that 56 7-Up Ford Mustang being driven by Will Jones come from? If you remember, at the end of last season, Jones was slated to drive at Homestead for a shot at the championship. Unfortunately, some technical issues kept him from being able to join the race. He forfeited his chance at a championship, so look at that 56 coming through the field back to championship form. Very long season here for Superior Class Auto Racing, being presented to you by Mug Root Beer. Very, very long road ahead of these drivers, but a road worth it in the end if you find yourself on top of the mountain. Top 5 drivers have not separated themselves. Make that the top 6. Kason Plott, Ryan Skell Jr., Mark Truxell, Will Jones, Hunter Kent, Travis Smith, still battling with each other as Mescal Jr. was able to just make a pass on Mark Truxell. Now Truxell looking to make the job, the roll reverse through 3 and 4, not able to do it. 33 is going to maintain that second spot, and now look at that 56 of Will Jones around Travis Smith as well as Hunter Kent as Smith looks to the inside of Kent. Two drivers beginning to surge towards the front. 16 laps into this green flag run. We are working our way towards lap number 70 out of the 134 laps scheduled here tonight. We will have another stage call. Oh, and Travis Smith loose there, clipping the apron. He kept it underneath him and underway, but big time moment there for the 9 of Travis Smith. It looks like the connection and blinking issue hasn't solved itself just yet for Brian Littleton. He finds himself running into 12th position, but around a lot of cars. Your race leader, Kason Plott, beginning to work himself up towards a few back markers. There you see him just off in front. And look at the run that Brian Mescal Jr. has gotten. And I tell you what, let's go ahead and go with one of our onboard cameras here with that 33 of Brian Mescal Jr. Can just hear those tires screeching and squealing, and Mescal Jr. not giving him any breathing room, staying right there on top of Kason Plott, trying to possibly force a mistake, trying everything he can to get around him, because that 56 of Will Jones in that 7-Up Ford Mustang, he is coming to the front rather fast. Mark Truxell now fading just a little bit, running in the 4th position. He has got Travis Smith right on his heels. Gonna bring you your running order as they are on track. There you see it, there you have it. Drivers beginning to develop small gaps in between a few of them, but there is still quite a few battles raging on. We'll let this one calm down just briefly before we decide to step away to another battle, because there you see a 4 or 5 car pack, and that is David Bradford, Hunter Kent, Colt Ansley, Bobby Hamilton Jr., Brian Littleton. That is from about 6th all the way to 10th, all right there grouped up with each other. And as it looks like Brian Mescal Jr. not going to have anything for Kason Plott just yet, we're going to go a little further back right here. There you see it, big group of cars. Colt Ansley involved in this pack, Hunter Kent, Bobby Hamilton right there trying to make the pass. Able to do so, able to get by on that inside lane. He is going to drive away in his Ford Mustang. That Whoppers Ford Mustang looking pretty sporty out there today. once again, thank you for joining me. I am David Worrell up here in the booth. Dark Side Dave at it, giving you all the action here on track. Brought to you by Superior Class Auto Racing, sponsored by Mug Root Beer. This is the High Roller 200 here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. 134 laps is our official scheduled race distance. These drivers already bagging 79 of those laps. Only 56 left to go. We still have one stage break in front of us before we get down to the nitty-gritty and down ready to go. And I tell you what, I'm not sure that there has actually been a dominant car. Case in plot, he is pretty much, well, I take that back. Looking at timing and scoring, it shows that Plot has been, pretty much the dominating car out there tonight, as he finds himself leading, I don't know, what is it, 77 out of the 80 laps so far here tonight. So Plot not messing around whatsoever, has had his hands full on a few occasions, and nobody able to do anything with it. We're going to step back up front and watch this battle for second place unfold. Looks like the 56 is going to be able to make that pass without any issues. We'll go ahead and get rid of your running order there. Let you see a little bit more of this battle unfolding as Will Jones, and he has been on a tear through the field. Take a look at that. Started in third. He obviously fell through the field at some point in time, because he has made his way back up here after not being mentioned there for a while in that first green flag run. He now finds himself back up in the second position. Travis Smith, there you're seeing in the background, still trying to make a pass on the 5 of Mark Truxell. Truxell having none of it, going to maintain that fourth position pretty easily right now. A little further back through the field, we'll rejoin this battle, this group of cars. David Bradford, Hunter Kent, Brian Middleton, Alan Dufries, all right there with each other. They've got Clint Ainsley just in front of them. Bobby Hamilton Jr. leading this pack of cars as they head back into turn 3 and 4. Very close quarters racing there for the 80 of Littleton and the 71 of Dufries. Try to make another pass now on the 7 of Hunter Kent. If you haven't already, go ahead, throw these drivers a thumbs up, click subscribe, smash the bell over there on the right hand side, getting notified anytime we go live here on Turn 3 Racing Network. A lot of great different broadcasters over here on Turn 3 Racing Network. Chris Legue, Rick Hammond, let's see, Youth in the Booth. Can't forget about my good old buddy Roger Hughes. K.R. Stolfus, brother, my man, what's up? What's happening? Al, Big Al, what's going down? Danny Valenzuela, what's up, homie? All of those guys, great guys. Glad to be a part of their broadcasting team here at Turn 3 Racing Network. So shout out to all of you guys. Shout out to all you fans. Shout out to all these drivers. Thank you, friends and family, for tuning in here on Turn 3 Racing Network. Tons of great racing action. Join us in 2 more Tuesdays when these drivers head to the tricky track at Atlanta Motor Speedway. Very different style racing than what we are seeing here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Tires are going to be a big factor here in 2 weeks. But let's not jump ahead of ourselves. Let's look to see what's ahead of these drivers battling right here. Brian Mescal Jr. not letting go of Will Jones just yet. They still somewhat have that race leader Kason Plott in hand. They can still see him out of the windshield. Travis Smith 1.1 seconds back from them. Mark Truxell almost now a second behind Travis Smith. Big gap back to the 6th place runner Bobby Hamilton Jr. as he finds himself about 2.5 seconds behind. So I tell you what, we keep on going to it. We're going to have to stay right here with this battle because this is where all the positions are up for grabs. Of Bobby Hamilton Jr. still leading this pack of cars. He's still got Colt Ansley, David Bradford, Brian Littleton, Alan DeFries, Hunter Kent, Jason Spear, all right there with him. Those drivers are not going away, not fading away anytime soon. So look for these positions to be hotly contested as we get closer and closer to the end of this stage. 45 laps left to go. That time by here, the High Roller 200 for Superior Class Auto Racing, presented to you by Bud Root Beer. Brian Fulton now trying to make a pass on David Bradford. Does he have enough digging down on the bottom? Trying to make it work. Just inside of that top 10, trying to make it into the top 8. You know, it always sounds just a little bit better when you say finish top 8, even though it's only a top 10. Colt Ansley mixing it up just in front of these drivers. We'll take a look at that battle as it heats up between himself and Bobby Hamilton Jr. Amazingly, as these drivers have battled, they have actually closed a little bit of the gap up to the driver in front of them, Mark Truxell in that 5 machine. But Mark could be playing it a little bit safe here, knowing that we have a stage caution looming very, very soon here as we work our way around the track to begin lap number 93. Out of the 134 scheduled for today's race distance, and caution has come out. Jeff Napier gonna go around. My goodness, we'll have to take just a second here, figure out what happened with Jeff. So stay with us for our turn 3 replay. Let's see what happened here. A little bit behind on the speed getting that done and brought to you, but here you go. Everything looks to be okay here. And Channing Blue, just into the corner a little bit too hard, and right there into the rear of Napier, and he goes around. We'll take one more brief look at that up from the blimp. I'm pretty sure it's pretty self-explanatory what happened. Looks like the 88 got in there just a little bit too deep and up into that left rear quarter panel, and that is all she wrote. Luckily, however, Napier able to, oh my goodness, what happened? Napier able to get it sorted, get it headed in the right direction. Everything okay, and yeah. It'll be all right. Jeff Napier not too heavily damaged. We'll look at your race leader, Kason Plott, as he brings the field down pit road. And this is going to be an interesting little moment. Trying to look at the drivers. Looks like everybody is hitting pit road. So race control may decide to go ahead and call this the stage caution, as we're only about 4 or 5 laps away from having that stage caution. These admins may choose to go ahead and say, well, that's it. That, we were close enough. Race off of pit road. Gonna go to the 19 of Case and Plot. Will Jones maintaining second. Travis Smith third. Mark Truxell fourth. Brian Littleton up to fifth position. Bobby Hamilton Jr. in sixth. Brian Muskell Jr., big loser on pit road right there. Gonna fall all the way to the seventh spot. Muskell Jr. not happy with his crew a little bit longer in and on and off of pit road. Had one of the fastest stops, but was on pit road a little bit longer than he wanted to be. So as the field makes its way around here under caution, we're going to take the opportunity once again to, step away, go grab us something to drink. Don't go anywhere, ladies and gentlemen. We will be right back for the rest of the laps here from Las Vegas Motor Speedway on Turn 3 Racing Network. Don't go anywhere. We will be right back.
Thanks for tuning in to tonight's race on Turn 3 Network. We are Little Tate's Cupcakes, located in Owensboro, Kentucky. We specialize in cakes, cupcakes, cakesicles, and cookies. Make sure to check us out on Facebook and Instagram and enjoy tonight's race. Go number 5.
Back just as promised. Field double file. Pace car lights are off. Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen. Pace car lights are off, and we are set to go back green flag racing once again. Pace car will make that left-hand turn. Case and Plot will have control of the field to the restart box, and away we go. Plot on the gas, very quick. Will Jones with a great restart that time on the outside. Field looks like they are still trying to get up to speed as your top two have left the field just a little bit behind. Still battling for the race lead. We've seen this on the two prior restarts. Case and Plot gets out there. Then the second place runner comes back. Will Jones leading the lap for the first time here tonight for the High Roller 200. Las Vegas Motor Speedway for Superior Class Auto Racing, presented by Mug Root Beer. Now Case and Plot back to the front once again. now, but right there running in the third position. The Walkers 25 of Bobby Hamilton Jr. has found a way to the front. He is looking for the race lead. Good Lord. And since I'm coughing, let's go ahead and get the elephant out the room. No Corona caution flies for the end of the stage, because we are looking through the field. Everybody's still running in straight, so no problems. The race control decided to let that 5-lap shootout take place for the end of the stage. And, well, that just means one thing for us, ladies and gentlemen. That means we're going to re-rack them and get this thing fired off again and get some great action. Maybe somebody can do something with that 19 of Case and Plot. Well, maybe not. We'll have to wait and see. But once again, addressing the big subject, the big national news, global news everywhere. The coronavirus, COVID-19, Rona, Ro, whatever you want to call it. Very, very tough moment for a lot of people around the world. Hearts, thoughts, and prayers out to a lot of extended family over there in Italy. Hearts out to you guys. Hope everything ends up okay. We're thinking about you guys as well as everybody else around this country, the United States of America. Things are starting to get a little hectic, go a little haywire. So just want to say to everybody, just be safe, be smart, pray for your neighbors. You know, now isn't the time to be selfish and greedy. This is where we as people and as human beings need to show our kind heart and extend our sympathies to each other and be there for each other like we should be, what made us great at one point in time. Enough of getting political with things. We're going to continue a great race here on Turn 3 Racing Network. Case and Plot, your race leader, pretty much dominating the entire race. Gonna hit pit road, but a few drivers electing to stay out. Looks like Mark Truxell opted for just 2 tires there, down and away. Brian Mescal Jr. also 2 tires. Hunter Kent, Colt Ansley, Will Jones, first car off pit road with 4 tires. He's going to find himself in the 7th spot as Alan Dufries in the 54 of Justin Napier. They stay out on track, electing to say that, you know, those 5 laps being run on the tires isn't enough for me to come to pit road. Track position and clean air is a little bit more important, but Alan Dufries may choose to hit pit road, may have been just staying out to lead a lap, get a precious point here in the season standings. We'll wait and see, as it looks like Napier going to hit pit road. No, Napier's going to stay out. Not quite sure who that was down there heading to pit road. And it looks like that was actually Jeff Napier. Sorry about that. Justin staying on track. Truxell, first car that had hit pit road, going to line up in 3rd. 2 tires stop for that 5 machine. The 33 and the 7. Also the 86, all with a 2 tires stop. So we've got 3 different strategies here developing late in this race. No tires, 2 tires, 4 tires. I tell you what, some of these drivers, if they could take 8 tires, they would. Once again, do want to take a brief moment to shout out a few of the sponsors out there. Mug Brew Beer, first and foremost, title sponsor here of Superior Class Auto Racing. Shout out to all of y'all, and actually, that one's for y'all. And if you know me, you know it's not any type of adult beverage, because that's just not my thing. That's not what I don't do that. Anybody and everybody that knows me can tell you that one. Anyways, however, we'll continue to roll on. Red Dot Storage, also great sponsor here in Superior Class Auto Racing. First Horizon, Little Tate's Cupcakes, who, I mean, if I lived close enough, I'm pretty sure I would have a regular order for cake sickles. Absolute amazing work up there by some members of the Truxell family. Go check them out, Little Tate's Cupcakes, and also Cameron Hagman Photography, another sponsor here in Superior Class Auto Racing on iRacing.com. Whoppers, as well as, I know there's another one. Oh my Lord. And I'm gonna rack my brain over trying to think who it is, but I just cannot. Yeah, drawing a complete blank right now. Oh well, anyways, we'll continue on. Field double file, pace car lights are off. We will get set to go back to green flag racing once again. Alan Dufresne going to bring the field to the line. Pace car will make the left-hand turn. Dufresne will have control of the field just to his outside. The 54 of Justin Napier. Also, no fresh tires for him, who has what it takes to not spin the tires. Down and away, both of those Camaros get a pretty decent start. Napier not getting as good of a start as Dufresne, as Dufresne will step away from the field by about 3/10 down into turn number 1. Mark Truxell now looking to the inside of Napier, not able to get the job done just yet. Hunter Kent right there in tow. Brian Maskell Jr. running to his outside. Caution is out as there has been contact. Jason Spear gonna go around. My goodness. So bear with us 1 second, ladies and gentlemen. We'll check this out on our turn 3 replay. Catching it a little bit behind. So we'll back it up one more time here. Take a look and see what happened. Everything seems to be fine and dandy for that 83. A little bit of a mix-up in front of him. And he gets on the apron and loose just a little bit. Around he goes. Oh! Slight contact with that nose. So, maybe not too bad. We'll take a look at it under caution here, and I wonder why I keep hitting that button instead of the right one. Ooh. Ooh. Boy, oh boy, that bothers me. And it looks like the front end not too bad. Do see a little bit of damage over there on that left front, but things seem to be all right for the 83 of Jason Spear. Looks like most of your field gonna stay out on track. The 9 of Travis Smith, first car to hit pit road. So we'll rejoin the field up here at the front with your race leader, Alan Dufresne. Field behind the pace car as we work caution number 4 here tonight. Do keep in mind 2 of those cautions were scheduled stage-ending cautions. 14 laps of caution. There you see 7 different leaders here in today's High Roller 200 from Las Vegas Motor Speedway for Superior Class Auto Racing's Season 2, race number 2, presented to you by Mug Root Beer. We have only got 27, make it 26 when we cross the line this time. 26 laps left to go in the High Roller 200, and looks like there's an interesting little situation beginning to develop. Case and Plot, he finds himself with a little bit of troubles, a little bit of struggles back in the 13th position. Going from leading almost 100 laps here today, gonna walk away without a shadow of a doubt with the most laps led at 99 so far. Case and Plot hasn't had to deal with the dirty air, hasn't had to pick his way through the field, and now he might have to do that late with time running out on a late race restart. He's going to restart inside, way down in the field, though, in the 13th position. The different tire strategies still kind of playing themselves out right now. Still a handful of those two tire drivers sitting in 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Mark Truxell, Hunter Kent, Brian Maskell Jr. able to keep themselves in front of the 4 tires. Just behind them, Will Jones, Channing Blue, Bobby Hamilton Jr., David Bradford, Brian Littleton. All of those drivers on 4 fresh tires. Case and Plot, one of the drivers that elected to come to pit road another time, so he's going to have the absolute freshest tires, along with the drivers that pitted with him, obviously. So we'll have to see if the 15 and 7 lap difference is going to be enough for those drivers to make their way up through the field. And once again, Ford Mustang's pace car is broken. As usual, lights quit flashing. Driver don't know what's going on in there. He's got everybody doing about 60 miles an hour. I don't know what's wrong with this guy. We're at a racetrack, not the middle of a mall parking lot. I don't know. iRacing's going to have to do something about that thing, because it just tends to get in the way. All right, back at it. Your race leader, the 71 of Alan Dufresne, is going to line up inside row number 1, just to his outside, the 54 of Justin Napier. Pace car looking to duck off, will get set to go back. Green flag racing when the 71 gets to the restart box. Down and away goes the Mustang. Back in the box and away the 71 goes. Great restart for that 71. Caught the 54 sleeping Mark Truxell. Now looking to the inside. Not going to be able to get there just yet, as Napier's going to maintain the 2nd position through 1 and 2. Truxell slots in 3rd. 4th goes Hunter Kent. Brian Maskell Jr. now running the bottom line with Will Jones in those 4 fresh tires, digging on the outside. Not able to make the pass just yet. We've got 4 cars bottled up just behind these drivers. Alan Dufresne still holding off Justin Napier, but here comes Hunter Kent and Mark Truxell. 2 wide up at the front, Alan Dufresne and Justin Napier. No tires on either of those cars. Hunter Kent right there. 2 tire stop earlier for that driver. He finds himself in 2nd now, still trying to make his way around Dufresne. Will Jones now having to deal with the no tires of the 54 of Justin Napier. Can those 4 tires get around the no tires? We'll have to wait and see. Looking back through the field, doesn't look like Case and Plot has really went too far from 13th to 11th with the freshest tires on track. So track position may be the way to go, as Alan Dufresne still battling for the race lead. Hunter Kent now digging on the bottom. Can he make the pass? Lead a lap. Looks like he's going to be able to that time by the stripe. New race leader, the 7 of Hunter Kent. Will Jones still digging on that bottom line, has Mark Truxell in tow. Outside lane 71 in the 54, still trying to work with each other. Oh, and close in contact between the 71 and the 5 of Truxell. Truxell sideways, dirt tracking through the corner, able to save the car. Now under fire from the 88 of Channing Blue. 3 wide, the 88 to the inside. Truxell in the middle, DeFries up top. 3 wide once again. Oh, almost contact again as Bobby Hamilton Jr. trying to snake his way through on the inside row just behind that 88 of Channing Blue. Alan DeFries now dropping to 5th. Oh, big moment. Ooh, Ballou and DeFries almost into each other off of 4. Still a 3-car battle up in front of the field. We'll have to rejoin the battle for the race lead up here with Hunter Kent as well as Will Jones just behind him. Mark Truxell, you see that gaggle of cars just behind them, battling for position 2 and 3 wide at times, but the battle is for the race lead. That is Hunter Kent and Will Jones. 2 tires, 4 tires. And you would assume the 4 tires have the advantage, but right now the 2 tires seems to be the way to have gone. Look at the field fanning out through 4 as they are trying everything they can to grab everything they can as we begin lap 118 out of 134 for tonight's scheduled race distance for the High Roller 200 from Las Vegas Motor Speedway. It's Superior Class Auto Racing presented by Mug Root Beer. This is season number 2, race number 2 here on Turn 3 Racing Networks. Thanks for joining us once again, ladies and gentlemen. And if you haven't been here all night, you got here just in time. 16 laps to go. Business is about to pick up. Big battle for 1st and 2nd, but a battle raging for 3rd through 6th. Justin Napier, Case and Plot, Mark Truxell, Alan DeFries, Bobby Hamilton Jr., all right there battling with each other. And now those fresh tires for Plot starting to show up as he has made his way from 13th all the way to 4th. He has still got 15 laps to go. He is 1.3 seconds behind. There you, oh, and around goes Ballou down into the inside wall. We're going to stay green. My goodness, Case and Plot down and away, and now the caution has flown. The 88 of Channing Ballou. Oh my, let's take one look at that on our Turn 3 replay. Everything seems to be going okay. Just behind the 55. Looks like maybe just a little bit of aero push up into the outside wall and hard contact with that inside wall. We'll back it up one more time. Take it. Oh my goodness. One more look at that. That is a hard impact to that inside wall, ladies and gentlemen. Look at this. That is a hard hit. Oh, that whip action right there. Tail whipping it and then smashing your nose off of the inside barrier. That is very, very rough. We'll rejoin the field as Will Jones has elected to stay out on track. Justin Napier staying out on track with him. Rest of the field coming down pit road. Cameron Hagman looks like he's getting a wave around. Or maybe that was... Actually, I believe that was Jason Spear, possibly. Channing Ballou with big trouble late here in the race. That is going to put his day in the dumps. Gonna be tough to overcome that one this late. 13 laps left to go while we're under caution. Let's do some house cleaning real quick. 21 laps. 21 cars took to today's starting grid. We have still got 19 cars out there on the racing surface. 18 cars still on the lead lap. The 40 of Jeff Napier being scored the first car 1 lap down. Walking away tonight in the 20th position, the 2 of Hayes Booth. He finds himself 60 laps down. And the 78 of J.D. Baker, after trouble very, very early here today, going to walk away in the 21st and final finishing position, being scored multiple laps down. Field making its way around this 1.52 mile track here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Track temperature has went down by a few degrees. Track temperature sitting at about 80 degrees. So the grip level going up. And I'm not so sure that is something that these drivers should know, because they may sail it off in there a little bit more than what they probably should. See a lot of drivers trying to warm up their tires as much as they possibly can. A few at the front want to keep as much grip in them as they can, so not really worried about cleaning them up just yet. Gonna get some heat into them probably right before we go back. Green flag racing. Not looking like anybody else gonna come down pit road. Most drivers probably made their final stop that time by. And, well, I mean, we've still got a few chances at a green-white checkered here, so things are far from finished here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway, live on Turn 3 Racing Net, where Superior Class Auto Racing, presented by Mug Root Beer here on iRacing.com, world's #1 racing simulator. And I tell you what, if you want to drive something, whether you want to be serious or you just want to go out there, have fun and wreck stuff, tear things up, iRacing's the way to go. Way cheaper, way more affordable. And besides actually spending a couple $1 million on real life cars and wadding them up, it is absolutely the closest thing you can come to it. Tracks and cars scanned with laser precision, physics, dynamics, all mocking 100% accuracy as far as computer models are concerned. So if you want it, come get it here on iRacing.com. Your race leader, the 56 of Will Jones, will have the field in hand when we go back. Green flag racing, pace car down and away. Away Will Jones goes. Great start. Great jump over that 54 of Justin Napier. Cameron Hagman right there in third. Gonna have an opportunity to steal that second position away. But does he have enough to go up there and get Will Jones as we work our way on lap 125 out of 134 here scheduled for tonight? 3 wide for second position. Hunter Kent down and away through Cameron Hagman, now looking to take third. No, wait a minute. Man on the move, Case and Plot. Dominating performance so far through the evening. Found himself back in the field a few laps ago, and here he is, third, charging towards the front. Case and Plot, man on a mission right now in his Ford Mustang, and can he get the job done? Now up to second, down and away and around that 56 of Will Jones. but Hunter Kent is your race leader. He is the man out front, and can he keep it there? Can he keep that very fast 19 of Case and Plot? Oh my, big wiggle through 1 and 2. The 7 of Kent goes up the track. Plot goes to the front. Excuse me, Will Jones now looking to the inside of Plot through 3 and 4. Hunter Kent recovering nicely, getting things back under control down there on the bottom lane. Now looking just to the right rear of that 56. We're going to cross the line, begin lap 128. 7 laps remaining. Big moment for Plot. Way up the track. Almost into the wall. Almost 3 wide now down the back stretch for the race lead. 3 wide through the center. Will Jones dropping out. That's going to put Hunter Kent to the front, digging on the bottom. Case and Plot taking over that outside row. Bobby Hamilton Jr., Will Jones, and Mark Truxell now 3 wide for second. 3 wide, almost 4 wide. Bobby Hamilton Jr. way up near the wall. Channing Blue almost into the wall there. Where did he come from? Fired out like a rocket. All the way up now to 4th. Mark Truxell digging on the bottom in 3rd. My goodness, there is action and passes everywhere here as we work our way across the stripe to what will be just 5 laps remaining here in the High Roller 200 from Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Superior Class Auto Racing presented by Mug Root Beer, putting on one heck of a show. Battle now for second as Channing Blue looks to the inside of Case and Plot. Hunter Kent still maintaining the race lead. Oh, contact! Plot almost goes around. They saved it. They touch again in the wall. Truxell's involved. How did they not wreck? Caution flying. Oh, and now Channing Blue into the inside retaining wall, and that is going to put an end to his day. My goodness, let's go look at this one more time with our Turn 3 replay. Everything seems to be fine there. You see the mishap up front. Channing Blue, there you see him spinning, almost catching it. Then Will Jones back into him and then into the inside wall. And, ooh. There was a lot of chaos going on right there in that caution. That is absolutely for sure. Your race leader now catching up to the rear, to the rear of the pace car. My goodness, and I ladies and gentlemen, that's gonna do it for official race distance here. That's it. That's done. It's out the window. We're going to be set up here with our first attempt at a green-white checkered. We do have multiple cars hitting pit road. Heavily damaged Mark Truxell, the 71 of Alan Dufries. Looks like that is the 53 of Steve Murdoch. 83 of Jason Spear, all hitting pit road. A lot of cars involved there in that one. And we've only got about 6 cars left out here on track. Sorry, that 53 of Steve Murdoch actually stayed on track. So our top 6 cars are going to be out there on some older tires for our first attempt at a green-white checkered. And the complexion of the race sure has changed. And I tell you what, while we're under caution here, let's see if we can't get in a quick word or two. Dial them up here on the radio. Let's see if we can't grab a word with the 7 of Hunter Kent. Hunter, you got your ears on?
Yeah, give me 1 second. All right, you're good.
All right, bud. Sorry to bother you, man. Sorry to jump in while you were talking to the team there. Stayed out here. First attempt at a green-white checker. How you feeling about it?
Well, I think right now this is about to be my race to lose. I know I got a couple fast guys right there, and me and Kaysen got after it there on that restart, and stuff got really crazy. But the other night when we did a practice race like this, you know, after a couple laps on the tires, a couple people were able to stay out front of the newer tires. So I don't think anybody behind us pitted either. I'll have to get confirmation on that, but I think everybody stayed out. But I feel like I'm in the catbird seat here, so we shall see what happens. Should be interesting.
All right, my man. Well, absolutely right. The top 6 drivers, all of you guys staying out on track, so you got a little bit of a buffer zone. Hopefully it's enough. Hopefully we get to talk to you at the end of this thing. Before we let you go, though, man, want to give any shout-outs, thank yous, love yous, anything like that?
Oh, yeah, you guys for putting on the broadcast. I love going back and watching the races. It's a lot of fun to go back and listen to the excitement, and you give out there to all the fans, and I hope we're putting on a good enough show for everybody. I got to thank David and Bobby and everybody over here at the Scar for putting this league on, and everybody over at Burnt Rubber Racing, me, Case, and Tyler, and Jim Walton. So all those guys are what get it done week in and week out, so hopefully we'll be there to talk to you at the end after this.
All right, well, good luck. Elbows up.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
There you have it. That was the driver of the 7, Hunter Kent, sitting in the catbird seat. And those are his words, not mine. He's thinking he's in a good spot. I'm not quite so sure. He's got a very fast, very hungry Kaysen Plott gonna line up just behind him in 3rd place on the inside row. Look for Kaysen to probably try to make a move, maybe try to force a 3 wide. And judging from some of the laps earlier in today's race, the High Roller 200 here from Las Vegas Motor Speedway, Brian Littleton has been very fast on some older tires, as well as Brian Mescal Jr., and they've got some of that new, some of that fresh, knocked off the tires here for this restart. The air pressures have built up enough. Look for those 2 drivers to be very tough to hang with and deal with on that outside row. In the 25 of Bobby Hamilton Jr., he's right there, 3rd car, inside lane. He's not out of this thing just yet either. Pace car lights are off. We are set for our first attempt at a green-white checkered here from Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Pace car will make that left-hand turn, and we will try to bring this thing to a close. Who's got what it takes? Who's going to get it done? Kent's on the gas, and we're back racing once again here from Las Vegas Motor Speedway. There goes the Pete to the inside. Plott not going to be able to get the job done. Hunter Kent going to stay up there in first. Oh, big wash up the track. Brian Littleton hard into that outside wall. We stay green flag racing. My goodness, tough, hard impact there for Brian Littleton as he's going to fall through the field just a little bit. Now, Kaysen Plott having to deal with Will Jones looking to his inside. Oh, contact back through the field. We're going to take the white flag, though. The one to go is out, presented by Mug Root Beer here today for the High Roller 200 from Las Vegas Motor Speedway. One last time down the back stretch. Hunter Kent has the field in tow. Will Jones use that front bumper if he gets that 7-Up Mustang to the rear of him? No, he can't. Not gonna do it. Look at that. It's a Ford top 3 as Hunter Kent's gonna cross the line as your race winner. My goodness, that was a great finish to a very, very great race. Wow, a Ford lockout up there on the podium today. Dominating performance out there by those Ford drivers. Unfortunately, Kaysen Plott not able to get the job done. Gonna finish in 3rd. And ladies and gentlemen, please stick around, come back and join us for our post-race interviews brought to you by First Horizon and Turn 3 Racing Network. Don't go anywhere. We will be right back with your post-race interviews here on Turn 3 Racing Network, live from Las Vegas Motor Speedway. And back once again for your post-race interviews. We're going to now see if we can't catch in a word or two with the driver finishing third out there today, the 19 of Case and Plot. You got your ears on, bud?
Yes, sir. How you doing?
Doing good, my man. Doing good. How about yourself?
A little disappointed, but it always could be worse. You know, had a pretty good run going there, and you know, got messed up on that pit stop. Just didn't get in my box good enough, and lost a bunch of positions, and kind of put us behind the 8-ball, and actually caused one wreck. And you know, trying to throw it 3 wide to get back up there, because you know you can't let these guys get out too far. Being in this dirty air, the tires get killed, and you know, just kind of had some stuff go our way today, and some stuff that didn't.
Well, man, I wasn't gonna bring it up, but obvious a little bit of disappointment in your voice. Led a ton of laps, 99 of them actually, not being able to walk away with the race win. Still very close there at the end. Is there anything you can take away from today's race here at Las Vegas and maybe bring it with you to track in 2 weeks when we head to Atlanta?
Yeah, for sure. Just don't try to capitalize on these pit stops and, you know, not make mistakes. But when I did take the lead right there with 10 to go, I felt like I kind of got up in the Hunter, and, you know, I didn't want, you know, hard feelings there. So I kind of gave it back to him just to be fair. And, you know, I felt like I could have got around him. So that kind of put me, stupid mistake on my part. But, you know, trying to keep stuff as fair as possible inside the league, and being friends and stuff. Trying to race as clean as possible. So just a few things got to kind of keep in mind, and try not to do next race.
Well, man, once again, congratulations. I mean, it was a great race, no matter how you slice it, no matter how you put it. Led a ton of laps, walking away with third place. Before we let you go, Hunter, though, would you like to give any shout-outs, thank yous, love yous, I do's, anything like that?
I appreciate the league for them putting it on, and appreciate y'all for broadcasting, and Burnt Rubber Racing. And, all the guys had a great race, and I look forward to racing in 2 weeks.
All right, there you have it. That was your third place finisher. Driver of the 19, led 99 laps here today. Not able to get the job done at the end of the race, though. Going to walk away in third. And now we will see if we can't get in a few words with the driver finishing in second here today, the 56 of Will Jones. It's Dave in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
Hey, my man. First time I think I've gotten a chance to speak to you. So, how you doing?
Doing good, man. Had an eventful night, that's for sure.
Yeah, at times it did seem a little eventful. Looked like you drove up through the field there at one point in time. Had a good thing going. Just fell a little bit short here at the end. But good to see you back on track, though. I know a little bit of heartache maybe over there, not being able to contend for the championship last year, and then being so close to a race win here, only in race number 2. What's your thoughts on how everything unfolded last year and so far this season?
Well, last year for the Homestead race, I did, qualify for the final 5 for the championship. But unfortunately, my grandfather passed away, and I wasn't able to make that race. So I kind of hate that. But, I mean, on the flip side, family is more important. But and then the night, I had an internet glitch right at the first of the race. I had to start from pit road, so I was kind of behind the 8 ball to start with, and I drove up to, I think, 12th or so. I was able to catch back up to the field and kept my car clean and just kind of worked my way, to the front, and had good pit stops all night, gained a few spots on pit road, and made a good night of it.
That you did, and second's nothing to hang your head about. A lot of talented drivers out here in Superior Class Auto Racing, so anytime you can finish on the podium and finish that close to winning a race, it's always a good thing. Will, thank you for taking a second out of your night to come up and have a little interview with us post-race here. Before we let you go and celebrate your second place finish, though, would you like to give any shout-outs, thank yous, love yous, anything like that?
Yeah, just like to give a shout out to Mug Root Beer, sponsor 7-Up, Dr. Pepper, Whoppers. Want to thank all those guys for helping us out. Thank y'all for doing the broadcast every week. Y'all do an amazing job, and thanks to all the racers that show up each and every week and make this a fun show. Sounds good. See you there.
All right, there you have it. Driver of the 56, Will Jones, walking away in second place. Now we'll take a few moments to have some words with our race winner, the 7 of Hunter Kent. What's happening, my man?
Not much, man. Glad to be back here talking to you, that's for sure.
Yeah, got the job done there late. Great job, man. Got to be feeling good about that.
Oh yeah, man. Like, since I didn't run all last season, and the races that I did run last season, I felt like we had a car capable enough of winning, and I just never got any wins, and I was really down on myself. And then this year we started out at Daytona and had a car to win there, and just got in late race wrecks and ended up finishing 10th. And I know with the way we got the point system this year and everything, if you get behind, even just one race, some of these guys are just really consistent, and it's hard to make up points. So I feel like tonight I was able to bounce back from all that, everything that happened last season and at Daytona, and finally come away with a win, and I couldn't be more happier, honestly.
Winning it doesn't come easy here in Superior Class Auto Racing, so being able to put a win underneath your name is always a good thing, especially in this caliber of a league. Do you think this gives you any momentum heading to a track like Atlanta? It's a little bit different, going to be a little bit harder on the tires. Is there anything you can take away from today's race that you think you might be able to utilize when we head to Atlanta in 2 weeks?
Oh, definitely. First thing, winning is definitely not easy in this league unless your name's Casey Plott and he comes in here and dominates races. But Atlanta's my hometown track. I don't live in Atlanta anymore, but I still consider it my hometown track. And Atlanta's one of those tracks where the bumps and if it's hot, it's going to be slick, and all the throttle points and everything are just completely different than any other track, and you got to drive it on the edge. So 100%, this definitely gives me a lot more confidence. Going ahead and getting that win out of the way. And that's not to say I want to go and win next week. I always want to win. Us racers, we're all competitive and everybody wants to win. But especially going to our hometown track next week, it'd be nice to get a win there too. But I definitely big momentum swing, and hopefully nothing goes wrong.
All right, my man. Well, congratulations winning the High Roller 200 here from Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Before we let you go celebrate and enjoy your time and the rest of your evening, would you like to give any special thanks, shout-outs, love yous, I do's, misyous, anything like that?
Yeah, big shout out to you over here, Dave. You do a fantastic job week in and week out over here at Turn 3. And like I said earlier when you talked to me, I love going back and watching the broadcast and just watching everybody racing, and it just, you add like an excitement factor to it. I'm really thankful for you guys coming on board, and thankful for David and Bobby for putting on this league. My teammates David and Will, and then everybody over at our open side on BRR, Case and Tyler and Jim. They bring us good cards week in and week out to come here and compete on this service. And if you guys don't have this service, you're looking into it, try it out, man. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's really cheap to start out, and I know this whole pro invitational and everything is growing iRacing, and I'm so glad to be a part of it, and glad everybody else is part of it as well.
Yeah, well, with a parting note before I let you go, because you mentioned the Pro Invitational, there's some real-life race car drivers, and I tell you what, I'll take y'all over them any day of the week, but shh, just don't tell nobody. Well, you have a good one, man. Be safe, and we'll catch up with you in Atlanta.
Yes, sir. You have a good night.
All right, there you have it. That was your race winner, Hunter Kent, walking away with a win this season. Great job by him. And yeah, another great one in the books here on Turn 3 Racing Network. I'm privileged each and every time I get to bring you Superior Class Auto Racing presented by Mug Root Beer. Man, oh man, what a race the High Roller 200 was. Your finishing order looks a little something like this. Walking away with the race win, the 7 of Hunter Kent. In second, the 56 of Will Jones. Finishing in third here today, the 19 of Cason Plott. And in fourth, the 33 of Brian Mescal Jr. Rounding out your top 5, the 83 of Jason Spear. Walking away from the track here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway with 6th place will be the 25 of Bobby Hamilton Jr. 7th place goes to the 71 of Alan Dufries. The 53 of Steve Murdoch finishes in 8th. 9th goes to the 55 of Cameron Hagman, and walking away with a top 10, the 9 of Travis Smith. Finishing in 11th here today for the High Roller 200 from Las Vegas Motor Speedway was the 80 of Brian Littleton. 12th goes to the 54 of Justin Napier. 13th, the 46 of David Bradford. Jeff Napier and his 40 machine slotted home in 14th, and rounding out your top 15 was the 86 of Colt Ansley. Finishing 16th tonight was the 32 of Daryl Spear, and in 17th, the 23 of Mickey Spear. After some late race contact and some incidents, the 5 of Mark Truxell was relegated to being 5 laps down, finishing in 18th. 19th was the 88 of Channing Ballou, also 5 laps down. Then running in the 20th spot was Hayes Booth. Multiple laps down, 76 at that, and rounding out the field for tonight in the 21st and final position was the 78 of J.D. Baker. And that is going to bring a conclusion to all the business at hand here from Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, want to thank you for joining us each and every Tuesday night. From myself, Darkside Dave, and everybody else at Turn 3 Racing Network, whether it's Chris Legue, Muth in the booth, K.R. Stolfus, Danny Valenzuela, Rick Hammond, am I forgetting anybody? Big Al, any of you guys over there, man, appreciate all y'all do. Hell of a crew. And man, what can I say about these guys? Superior Class Auto Racing. Some of the best racing I get to enjoy up here in the booth each and every other Tuesday. Hats off to all of you guys and to all of you fans, friends, and family for joining us each and every time here on Turn 3 Racing Network. And well, with all that being said, well, until next time, stay safe and God bless.
Thanks for tuning in to tonight's race on Turn 3 Network. We are Little Tate's Cupcakes, located in Owensboro, Kentucky. We specialize in cakes, cupcakes, cakesicles, and cookies. Make sure to check us out on Facebook and Instagram and enjoy tonight's race. Go number 5.